everyone, it's Christy here at our silly family home. Just wanted to show you a little bit of what I have going on right now. These I got planted in yesterday. It's just a bunch of strawberries and then some nasturtiums in the middle. And then I have some more strawberries and nasturtiums. Just watered those in. I have some bush beans growing in this one because I thought it would be neat to see how they grow if I hung it up. And then I have a bunch of volunteer cilantro, which is always my favorite. It comes back so strong. And then I have some cucumber plants in here that I just transplanted in. So I have a few in there. Just mulched this down. This bed was the one that I was going to cut down. And I just need to get that sawed off so that it's just the one layer because I don't need two layers. And then I planted this in. So I have all of my transplants in. We'll see how they take so far. They look pretty happy. So I went ahead and mulched it in after I set them in. We have our red beans up on top, which are just like green beans, but they come in like a purple color. They turn green once you cook them, but they're really neat to have growing. And then we have these right here are some tomatillo. Again, the purple variety happens to be my favorite color. And then we have some more red, some regular green. Those two are green beans. They look a little sad right now. I sure hope they perk up. And then I have two peas going on over here. So we can zoom those in. Yeah, so I have two peas that I hope to grow up on this side. I went ahead and did some chicken wire all the way across because we have a bunch of rodents here. We have gophers and bunnies and skunks, all kinds of wild animals that go around. So the bunnies in particular like to eat all my seedlings, so I've closed it off. Here, I just had these buckets that I was going to end up tossing, and instead I put some dirt into them, did some holes in the bottom, and I just mulched them. So I'm going to be transplanting something into there. Not sure what yet, but we'll find out. I have a bunch of stuff that is inside that could come out if it needs to. I have some peas in here. So I have two of them that have peas growing in. And they're doing really good. These were direct sowed outside. I did not start these inside. I started these in here. And they're pretty happy. So these two beds, once they get a little bit bigger, these two little boxes go over here. So I have this area over here where they're just going to get to grow up the little trellis here and hopefully be very happy. I have a lot of lavender that is now coming back. So this one was a little dead before. It started to get green again. This one's always been really pretty. It's just getting really big. So the hope is that it'll just take over this area here. We have our mandarin tree and a lemon tree. And then we have some more lavender here. Oh, there it is. You can kind of see these are some nice little fresh growth that it has. And then another volunteer cilantro here, this one's my favorite. I mean, look how big these leaves are. It smells so good. Made some guacamole yesterday with those, and that is delicious. And then I have a volunteer bucket over here I just leave. Originally, this was our potato bucket. So we planted in a bunch of potatoes, and I'd harvest them from here all the time. Well, I haven't done potatoes in a while, but we have a little potato there, a little potato there, and then a bunch of course, volunteer cilantro. I let it go to seed last year. Well, really, I let it go to seed every year so that I can harvest the seeds and then just plant again from the same seeds. Well, cilantro is very light. It's a little coriander. Once it's already grown in, the little seed is pretty light, so they tend to fly everywhere. We had some growing over there on the grass last year. It was pretty cool. But at least I thought it was cool. Husband, not so much. He needed to mow it. But it was pretty neat. Then I have this plant here that keeps growing, and I keep watering it so that it continues to grow. I don't know what it is. Originally I thought maybe fennel, maybe some carrots, but I don't know. If any of you know what it is, let me know. But I can't tell if it's carrots. It's not setting in any fruit, any root or anything, so I'm not too sure what this is. But I'm letting it grow. Maybe it'll go to seed and I can figure it out from there. But, okay. Well, that's all I have going on here. I want a bunch of green onions. Some of these are green bulbs. These are all grocery store onions to start out with. Some of them were onions. Some of them were just green onions that got put in here. And they just continue to grow and either rebulb or just continue to grow as green onions. We eat green onions like crazy here. So this one I had just cleaned out, and it looks really pretty because it started regrowing. We had already eaten them all the way down, and they just grow. It's just, I don't know, we put it on everything. We do it on eggs. I put it into my husband's stuff because it kind of tastes like onions, but it doesn't give him the heartburn. So it's a good little mix. And then this is our jasmine plant, which has a bunch of new growth, all these little pink leaves. These are all new, and it's looking pretty happy. I have some rosemary here because I love it with our turkey. It's part of the trimmings that we use. And a Christmas tree, of course. And then I need to take our avocado farm out and bring it out here. We're going to have some high 70 to 80 degree, low 80s coming up for the next week and a half. So that's why I decided to sow everything out, because it's going to be as warm as it is out here as it was inside. And they should be able to take pretty nicely. So we will see. Hope for the best. Okay, well, hope everyone's having a blessed day. Bye.